Which foods taste better when they're a little burnt? Plantains. Those little burnt crispy pieces you get sometimes are the best thing ever. Also onions that have been roasted with a turkey or chicken or whatever. You get the sweet caramelized onion and a little burned char piece with the onion. I want to top everything with those. Roasted Brussels sprouts. Don't knock it till you've tried it. They're soft on the inside. It blows my mind how many people legit hate Brussels sprouts. Put them in a casserole dish with some oil, salt, and pepper. Bake them at 350 for like 10 to 15 minutes and you're all set. Just this week I saw a post on Reddit about how the taste of Brussels sprouts has changed during the past decades. They seem to be way less bitter than 30 over 40 years ago. The melted Gruyere cheese melted under the broiler on a crouton atop a crock of French onion soup. Are you the rat from Ratatouille? Hot dogs. Sausages in general. Just delightful with a bit of char. Some can even be better when a little overcooked and crumbly. Black and blue brats. Though there is a lot by butcher. The little burnt bits from corners of brownies. So good they made a bag of them. Brownie brittle. Lasagna corners. You monster. Grilled marshmallows with that crispy black shell. Don't know why, but I love it. I don't know why, but the image of someone sitting there flipping marshmallows on a grill with tongs is getting me. Sweet potato fries for me. The only thing I ever ate from White Castle that didn't declare war on my gut works. Toast. This is the only acceptable answer. And also marshmallows. Cheese. It's crunchier. Neapolitan pizza. I would argue any pizza style is a little better with a teeny bit of char. There is something really great about the balance of the creamy cheese, the tartness of the tomato, and the bitterness of a bit of charred crust that makes an authentic Neapolitan pizza one of the best things in the world. Bacon. There's a very fine line with bacon. I need some chew. Candied bacon is indeed always amazing with some char. I'm a chewy bacon person too. Fried potatoes. Hash browns with a little extra crisp. MMM. Yes please. When cooking rice on the stove, the rice at the bottom of the pot is usually a little more cooked than the rice on top. If I'm careless, that rice can end up being burnt. On the other hand, when rice is only slightly burnt such that it turns into a nutty brown color, it becomes fantastic. Pretty much most carbs and meat. Long pork. Popcorn. The last little bit I burned just a little. Literally anything, if it's edible and intended to be cooked, a little char would take it to another level. Chicken honestly. Pepperoni. Paella. Broccoli. I don't now eat just like th. I was looking for someone who said this. I love slightly charred broccoli. Anything on the BQQ. Rice cakes. There's an entire thing called blackened. A whole thing. Question mark? Lol. I know what you're referring to. Blackened salmon etc. Although I know at some restaurants they just douse a blackened seasoning on whatever it is because they aren't skillful enough to actually cook it well while adding that char. Most meats and fish that are grilled on the skin. Coffee. Percolated coffee is way superior to normal coffee, and you don't need to buy filter paper. I really like the smoky taste it has. Ribs. Chicken and cheese. That's why eating cheese with chicken is a clear no-brainer. Tortillas. Although my family way overdoes it. Cheese. I like the crisp cheddar on my panini grill. Cheese toasty. Not a little. Just a little blackening on the edges, and crust will do the trick just right. Grilled cheese, burnt cheese edges. Alfredo pasta dishes. And of course lasagna, but everyone knows that. Fatty cut of steak. Fries. I like it when they are crunchy. BBQ. Lasagna on the extreme edges only. Having that crispy edge is just how I always grew up on it, so my mouth expects it. Caramelized onions. A burger when the buns are toasted. Meat skin as long it's not overcooked inside. Potato chips. I love the taste of the darker ones. I wish I could buy a bag of just the ones they throw out. Yeah, I found intentionally dark chips, but they are always kettle cooked, which makes them quite hard. Creme brulee. Can it even exist without the burn? It's just custard without it. Weenie sandwich. Ham. Bacon. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. I always liked my bacon a little chewier, but my grandmother demanded it a little scorched. I tried it out and fell in love. That little crunchy black bits. Just a little bit of scorch adds even more flavor and a more intense crunch. Plus when I make crunchy bacon it reminds me of my grandma. Pizza. I always find takeout pizza a little undercooked. Spam. Onions and bacon. Pizza with a crispy edge and burnt cheese is perfection. Human flesh. Toffee. Ice cream. Pretzels. Bread. Steak. When I sear my steaks I break the rule of only seasoning with salt prior to cooking, because I love burnt spices, garlic, peppercorn, all of it. Singed rosemary on a steak is lovely. S'mores. Asparagus. Onions, especially if they're grilled over charcoal. Joe. Walker's Ready Salted Crisps. It generally depends on where you get them from, but usually toenail clippings. I love when a bag of microwave popcorn is cooked for just a second or two too long, and you get a couple of burnt pieces mixed in with perfectly cooked ones. The cheese when it's on top of something, like veggies or soups or bread. Brown gravy made with a dark roux. Tatty scone. Hash browns. Bacon. Cabbage. In the oven. Pepperoni, especially on a pizza. Not sponsored by them, but Sienna Tavern's burnt pepperoni pizza is absolutely delightful. Feel free to reach out to me for sponsorship opportunities though. Will gladly consume mad amounts of pizza. Shepherd's pie. If the potatoes on top are just slightly singed, it makes it so much tastier. Cookies. Peppers. Exclamation mark. Burnt ends from a brisket taste a lot better when they are burnt. Oven nachos. The cheese and chips get extra crispy, not soggy. And hamburgers. It keeps more flavor in when it's basically seared. Pop-Tarts. Scrapple. A nice thick piece that's burnt on the ends and still soft in the middle. If you don't know what scrapple is, it's a Pennsylvania Dutch food that's made from every part of the pig except the oink. Try it out for with your breakfast if you are ever in the Philly/Jersey/Delaware area. Pearl onions. Gluten-free bread made from rice flour. When I ate regular wheat bread, people would tease me that my toast was just warm bread because I didn't like much browning. Same with grilled cheese sandwiches. However, bread made from rice flour is so much better with the dark browning that is just this side of burnt. French fries. Everywhere I go they make these half-cooked soggy fries and I have to ask for the extra well done. Fire should crunch. Chicken skewers. Add a good zinfandel and you're in heaven. Fruit crumble. When the juices bubble up over the edges and catch slightly, turning into a black, intensely sweet and sticky treacle. That is just the best. Pot stikers. Imo. Garlic bread. Not necessarily burnt, but well done French fries are 10x better for me. Just leave them in the fryer for a few extra minimums. This is a good answer. Nothing tastes better a little burnt, but some things are better slightly overdone. This is just subjective, because numerous people in this thread are saying they prefer some foods with char on them. You sound like when my sister was a toddler and wouldn't eat hot dogs with grill marks on them. Burnt food tastes bitter, and ingesting combusted carbon causes cancer. Everything causes cancer. Everything from them carcinogens. I love my baked goods, my veggies, and my meat with a good char on it. That's not to say I need them overcooked, just blackened on the outside. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more videos.